me into this. You know what? It doesn't matter what Molly looks like. I liked her before and I like her now.
Yes, I mean, you're right. I'm sorry. As long as you like Molly, it doesn't matter what she looks like.
Going to hell, John Becker.
So they say. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, look at you, man. You're a little green around the edges. You all right?
The tape was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I thought you might feel that way.
Thank God I'll be asleep for mine.
Oh, you're going to go ahead with this?
Oh, yeah. I've weighed all the pros and cons, and I still believe it's the right decision.
I see. I see your hat for a second.
Yeah.
You're not getting a vasectomy. You're 16 years old, you idiot. Come on. I'll give you a ride home.
This is Larry. Larry rescues cats because saving is really important to him. And the zebra helped him save hundreds by comparing.
That's an absolute beauty. Frank, really good chance. This position to make birds are really young if you're looking at raw animals and flies. This is a pretty long special.
He sent me this secret admirer card. It's driving me crazy. Was it you?
No, I'm engaged.
Oh, that's right. Well, feel better. Good night.
Good night. You know, maybe the person who sent you that is just shy and they were trying to find some way to tell you you're important to them or that they admire you.
In the hole.
That's kind of nice, don't you think?
No, you're right. You're right. I didn't think of it that way. Thank you. That makes it kind of special.
Herman, is that you?
Excuse me?
Herman, it's me, Tilly. I knew you'd come see me on Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Come closer, please.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'm here now. You can go back to sleep.
Hold my hand. Sit with me. Do you remember our first Valentine's Day together? Oh, how we danced. You remember that song?
Song?
The one we danced to?
Oh, yeah. Great song. Listen, I really.
Sing it for me.
What?
Like you used to, Herman. Sing it.
Sammy, I don't think I remember the
Oh, sure you do. Remember? No, we'll sing it together. Because you thrill with the sight, and I could get so romantic tonight. Now,
look, that's enough singing. That's enough. I think it's exciting you too much. Why don't you just go back to sleep?
You're right.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, Herman. I love you.
Super.
Say it. Tell me you love me too.
I love you.
That's nice. Now give me a kiss goodnight.
Oh, crap.
Use it as this requires a lot of speed to get You're safely on board. So the funny surface, good looking like this building is the same. Building Massachusetts, only issue, concentration and focus. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Doesn't dig into the lead with that progress. Sometimes you know this as well as anyone. You just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Hold number 3 here at TPC box. It is a par 3, so you have to walk them off with the par here. Well, if you boost the first 2 holes, you're talented and great. This one's looking good. Not terrible, but not his best. I'll brought you on for Dirty, but around the floor. Always 2 components to the long line. That's the speed, number 1, and then the read. Missed out on that. This from 7 feet. Wow, that was so close. Just don't you forget that much, right? This could avoid a huge number. This is the baby. Now back over to the court. Early in the round, reasonably well, nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot of run. Good position to really springboard the round from here. Wavered from the tee, and this one is at the rough one. Setting up for the ball. second to the far floor, goes Becky, and now left the line of short game. The short game is real nice. We've made a lot of mistakes. See if it does again. Well, that's what the great ones do. Run and run, and use their skill and their strength. Get it out and get it close. Just needs to keep it steady for the regular clock. Well, you can see the frustration. He almost kicked his putter right there. Drop shot here for him. A bit of a disappointment there. Just the tap to finish the hole. This game's amazing. Roll along, right through the match. Spin over control with the question. Back on the tee here at the fifth. This one's not quite. That's for sure. Two bunkers. The one that most of the players really worried about was the one down the left side. 300 yards to carry that. Like the looks of this one. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you get hit by putting in a good spot. And that's where you are right here, so 80 yards out. So right, you have a little hole, you want to get into trouble.
I'll get it. Students. Can you please show some excitement to that?
Solid play, hard of the game. It's a long way to the hole for you. Never easy. That was a good run there, coach. Shouldn't be a problem here, but it's not a formality either.
Tip your head up. Come on. Tip your head up. Get out. Your head.
This is Larry. Larry rescues cats because saving is really important to him. And the zebra helped him save hundreds by comparing them.
Nobody can see my job.
Hey, what's going on?
City of New York, Department of Public Works. Yeah, right, like anything in this city works. Yeah, I want. Oh, crap. Voicemail. Yeah, yes, I have a touch-tone phone. It's the 90s. I also have indoor plumbing. Yes, I speak English. You asked me in English. Yes, I have a complaint. I'm talking to voicemail. Yeah, oh, finally. Yeah, listen, I want to leave a message. It's about a broken streetlight on Caden Avenue. If it's not fixed by tomorrow, I'm coming down there and I'm going to kick every one of your flabby asses up to and including Mayor Giuliani. And if you got a problem with that, come and get me. My name is John. Lo mein. It's French. Au revoir.
This is Larry. Larry rescues cats because saving is really important to him. And the zebra helped him save hundreds by comparing.
$1,600 awards and prices up to 60%.
Per month. 1-carat stud earrings starting at just $49 per month. And engagement rings for just $85 per month. On sale now. Financing available with AgapeDiamonds.com.
Minutes. Linda, what is it? Okay. It occurred to me that Dr. Becker has his office, and you have this area here, but as the third member of the team, I feel I'm entitled to a workspace of my own.
First of all, don't make those little quotey fingers at me. I hate that. And second of all, no.
Okay. I was expecting some initial resistance, and I'm prepared. According to a survey from a leading business publication, employees who have their own workspace are not only happier but more productive and efficient.
Still, no. We don't have any room.
What about the unused space in there in the kitchen?
It's only unused because you aren't doing the work I left there for you.
But the fact that you left work there for me means you already think of it as my workspace.
Only until you finish the work, and then it's the kitchen again.
So if I don't finish the work, then I'll always have a workspace.
If you don't finish the work, you won't work here anymore.
I'm getting a headache.
Not me. I could do this all day.
Well, then can I at least bring in a few things from home, make me feel more comfortable? Linda, you have things from home? You have pictures, that face, this stupid dangly leggy doll thing.
This happens to have a lot of sentimental value. My father gave this to me when I was
Margaret, TikTok, I've got work piling up.
All right. You can bring one thing from home. Just one. What was that?
Thank you, Margaret.
Good morning, John.
It sucks.
Or not.
I didn't get any sleep last night. A damn streetlight was flickering outside my window all night long. Can you imagine that? 8 hours, on, off, on, off, on, off. You know how annoying that is?
I'm familiar with the concept, yes. Hey, not so fast. Timothy Fryer is in 3 with possible strep throat. Lenny Kramer is in 2. You need to check his x-rays. And
You know what? This sounded like a really busy morning. You know what would help me out? If I could find someone to call a city forum.
I know where this is going, and the answer is no. Your streetlight did not keep me awake, and I am not your personal assistant.
Yeah, clearly not. Yeah, son, this is just going to drag on and on. I'm not going to get any more sleep. And you know what happens then? I start to get a little cranky.
Just suck it up. Anger doesn't solve anything. You're a big boy. You have a problem, deal with it like an adult.
Margaret,
And don't give me that little pouty face. I am not your mother. You complain. Now, off you go. And what was that?
Thank you, Margaret. Hey, Lenny. How's the wrist doing? Broken one? Okay, all right. Let's talk about that. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Realignment's pretty much what I expected. It's drawing callus formations along the radius there. See, that's the part with. It's looking good.
That's a relief. I didn't know where you were going with all that.
Relax, you're gonna be playing ball in no time. Just next time you get in a fight with your girlfriend, don't punch a hole in the wall. Remember, anger doesn't solve anything. Just suck it up. You got a problem? Just deal with it like an adult.
You mean drink?
No, I don't. Speaking of drinking, though, have you nailed down where you're going to college?
Not yet. Coach wants me to pitch for Stanford, but he wants to go to school in Connecticut, right?
Oh, boy. Tell you, this country's in a lot of trouble.
Didn't check, Frank.
Linda?
I'll be there in a minute, Margaret.
Now. Linda, do you know anything about the dog in Dr. Becker's office?
Yeah, his name is Gus. He likes his belly rubbed, but who doesn't? If you have any of those liver treats on you,
Get him out of here.
But you said I could bring in one thing to the office.
That is not a thing. That is a dog.
Don't tell Gus that. He thinks he's a person.
Well, so do you, but we digress. Now, let me put it this way. One of you has to go, and if he can file, your days are numbered. Oh, this is great. Richard Hamill's conducting an evening of Vivaldi tonight. You want to go?
Not even if they restored my sight during intermission.
Come on, lady. I've seen continents drift faster than this.
Would it make it easier on you if we just put all the old people on skates?
Yes, it would. Here's a coffee. I spent the last half hour on the phone with the city trying to get them to fix this flickering street light outside my apartment. They told me to forget it. It doesn't pose a serious enough threat to public safety. It just proves they have no idea how pissed off I am.
I sure don't have any complaints about the city. They give me whatever I want. Beeping traffic signals, Braille and elevators, building addresses in Braille. It's almost as if they have nothing else to do.
Hey, Jay, Why don't you call the city foreman? You know, do that pitiful blind guy thing you do. Come on, maybe they go for it.
Anyone else see a flaw in that logic? Blind guy complaining about a flickering streetlight.
You just kill that ray of hope. You have anything to put in its place?
As a matter of fact, once the sidewalk in front of the diner was cracked and my dad started a petition, the city fixed it within a week.
Well, your dad's dead, so he's no help. You know what? I got it. Here's what you do. Draw something up. Get everyone who comes in here to sign it.
As soon as there's something wrong with my streetlight, that's exactly what I'll do.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You're from the me generation.
Yeah, we got a website and everything. So, Jake, you sure you don't want to reconsider the Vivaldi concert?
Yep,
Vivaldi.
Let me guess. You hate Vivaldi. You hate people who like Vivaldi. People who go to concerts to hear Vivaldi and anyone named Vivaldi.
Quit saying Vivaldi, will you? Just so happens that Four Seasons is some of my favorite music. Your daddy used to play it when we were having poker games.
Vivaldi in a poker game? That's quite a manly bunch you had there. Did you braid each other's hair too? Hey, hot coffee. That's a good one, John. Almost as good as a jigsaw puzzle you got me for Christmas.
I like that one too. That was a good one.
When I was growing up, my dad played Four Seasons all the time. But he tried to fool me. He'd play winter on the first day of spring and spring on the first day of summer and summer on the
Yeah. Your dad was hilarious.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't the two of you go together?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't think that's a
Well,
good
why
idea.
not? You both like Vivaldi. What's the big deal?
Becker, there's like no chance in hell you'd ever want to go to a concert with me, is there? I didn't think so.
Oh, hold on. I'm still a little busy from that gracious invitation. Okay, you know, what the hell? We don't have to go out to dinner first, though, do we? I mean, it's such a hassle.
No, that's okay.
Go buy the girl a meal. How cheap are you?
I'm not cheap. I just don't like going downtown during rush hour.
So take her out after the concert. You can't have a meal after 10 o'clock? What are you, like 90?
No, all I'm saying is those places are usually very crowded, if that's all right with you.
That's fine with me.
Is it okay with you, Jake?
It's got nothing to do with me.
I'll see you tonight, Becker.
I got your hot coffee right here.
All right, guys, it's time to max out. You guys ready to go? This is Sandy Max 30, baby. We ain't playing today. As long as you push and max out your body, you will get results. Do you see this? This is work. We don't lift weights in Insanity Max 30. We lift us. Make that chest work. Make that tricep work. I don't care what level of fitness you're at. Just do the best that you can do. Max out, baby.
Try Insanity Max 30 by Beachbody free for 14 days. Nobody dreams in conventional thinking. It didn't get us to the moon. It doesn't ring the bell on Wall Street or disrupt the status quo. T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help you realize new possibilities on America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network. Plus customer experience that finds solutions in the moment and first-class benefits like 5G with every plan. Network, support, and value without any trade-offs. That's T-Mobile for Business.
Hi there. How are you today? Look, I'm circulating a petition to get the broken streetlight outside fixed.
Stay away from us. You're the one who slammed the door in our faces when my Tiffany was selling cookies.
Oh, yeah. Right. Look, I thought you were that lesbian with a dwarf girlfriend who used to live in the building. You know, they stole my tools. Oh, hey, you know, who lets their kid go door to door selling crap nobody wants anyway? You know, where's your kid at 2 in the morning when I need cigarettes? Oh, hi there, neighbors. I represent a coalition of tenants who are petitioning the city to fix a dangerously malfunctioning streetlight.
Leave us alone. You've caused us enough trouble.
All right. Wait. I'm sorry I called the cops that night, but you were loitering outside my apartment making a hell of a racket.
We were singing Christmas carols.
Well, yeah, sure, in hindsight. You want to sign a petition?
Gee, I don't know. What's it for?
Oh, well, it's to fix the broken street light outside. It's flashing all night. I can't get any sleep.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's been bugging me too.
Really?
Yeah, but just knowing how much it bothers you gives me the strength I need to endure hell itself until you've either moved out or died.
Okay, that's one undecided. Yes, I'm still here. You didn't think anyone was crazy enough to stay on hold this long, did you? Yeah, no, forget it. Your name is what again? Martinez, right. You work for the Department of Sanitation? Perfect. Listen, first of all, let me tell you, I love what you guys do. You do great work. Anywho, I got a question for you. Say you got a broken table lamp, you know, you put it out in the garbage. You guys come pick that up, right? Right. Well, I got a broken street light outside my window here. I want you guys to come haul it away. I know it's late. You've got a family to go home to, you know. Hey, I got a family too, pal. You know, the light's driving us all nuts. You know, little Bobby hasn't been able to finish his homework, and Janie hasn't slept for days. Janie, stop crying. Nice man's going to fix everything for us. Well, why not, for God's sake? It's garbage. You guys pick up garbage, right? Just come pick it up. Hello? Hello? Psst. This is nice. Good seats, too. Shh. Right, quiet, right. Psst. You know what I can't understand is how the city can build a beautiful hall like this, but they can't manage to change one stinking light bulb.
Let it go.
Sorry.
Would you stop making that ridiculous noise? You're driving me crazy. Oh, no. See, I didn't mean you.
Tourette's syndrome.
Damn you.
You may have to increase the medication.
If I ever invite you to do anything with me again, shoot me.
Linda, do you remember that discussion we had yesterday about you leaving your dog at home?
Yeah.
Well, then who exactly is licking my ankle right now?
He likes you. Here's the thing. See, yesterday when you said I could bring in one personal item and did not rule out dogs, I fired my dog walker. Now, the soonest I can get it back is next week, so this is simply going to have to do end of story.
End of story?
Oh, Margaret, look at this face. How can you say no to this face?
Oh, all right. Just for today. But he has to stay in the storeroom, and he doesn't bother the patients, he doesn't bother Dr. Becker, and he doesn't bother me. And that last one is the most important.
All right. It's okay, Bess. The storeroom isn't so bad. Sometimes I spend hours in there.
Look, I don't care if it takes a light bulb, a tiki torch, or 1,000 flatulent fireflies. Just stop the flickering. Can you hold this? Margaret?
Oh, sorry. Let me get out of the storeroom. Somehow I learned how to work a doorknob.
Push, then pull.
Get ready.
Are you ready? 80-day obsession. Get obsessed. Let's go. Every muscle's working. Shoulders are working. Abs are working. Legs are working. This is about you, your goals, your results. Come on, Booty, you got work to do. Drive that knee up higher. 1, more rap. We don't quit on ourselves. We are obsessed with finishing it. Try 80-Day Obsession by Beachbody free for 14 days. Nobody dreams in conventional thinking. It didn't get us to the moon. It doesn't ring the bell on Wall Street or disrupt the status quo. T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help you realize new possibilities on America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network. Plus customer experience that finds solutions in the moment and first-class benefits like 5G with every plan. Network, support, and value without any trade-offs. That's T-Mobile for Business.
Don't you? Drop shot with the
You gotta be kidding me.
Look, I did not invent the prostate exam. Believe me, if I had, we would be doing this through the mail.
But I mean, my God.
Mr. Williams, I haven't slept in 2 days, so forgive me if I'm not my usual cheery self. But how the hell did you think I was going to examine your prostate?
Well, to tell you the truth, Doc, I didn't really know where it was. I just figured you'd have me open my mouth and say, ah.
My arm's not that long. Now, come on, suck it up here, will you please?
John,
Yes, what?
Need you out here.
Well, come in. It's all right.
We have an emergency. Male 33 just walked in, rat bite, no meds, no allergies. His last tetanus was 3 years ago. He's pretty anxious.
Mr. Williams, will you give me a minute,
Please, take all the time you need.
Just try and relax, man.
I hadn't relaxed since you snapped on that glove.
Hi there, I'm John Becker. Here you got bit by a rat.
A rat? Yeah. A big, fat, greasy rat bit me on my leg, and I'm thinking maybe I got rabies, which is why I came to see you. I thought I'd better see somebody pretty quick instead of waiting until I got downtown to a real doctor. Oh, I only meant...
Whatever. Just take your pants down so I can see what's going on.
I was making a speech over on Webster Avenue.
Speech? What kind of speech?
Oh, the city's constructing a park. You know, underprivileged kids. Blah, 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 blah. Look, I'm scared to death here. Do you think I have rabies?
I seriously doubt it, but why don't you hop up there and we'll take a look. Rabies is very rare. In all my years of practice, I've never seen a single case, but just be safe. I'll give you some antibiotics.
That's a relief.
So, you're making a speech, huh? What are you, somebody?
I'm Henry Millman, one of the executive assistants to the borough president.
This borough? The Bronx?
No, Staten Island. I'm vacationing overseas. Look, I'm in a hurry here, so if you don't mind, is this going to take long?
You know, maybe you could help me out here. I got a problem with the street light outside my apartment. It flickers.
I'm not sure you realize what an executive assistant does, but I can assure you it is not fixing streetlights. Now, if you don't mind, I'm in a hurry here. So
yes, I'm sure you are. Can you just give me a second? Margaret, hand me your pants there, will you please? Margaret, why don't you take Mr. Millman's pants and keep them someplace safe? We may have to run some tests on these.
Tests?
Just take the test.
What kind of tests?
Do you know anything about rodent DNA?
No.
Then we'll be testing your pants for rodent DNA. Now, while I got you here, why don't we talk about my street light, whom you might call on my behalf?
I told you I don't have time.
No, you don't have pants.
Okay. Now focus. Bottom of the ninth, score is tied. Bases loaded, 3-2 count. This pitch could mean the entire game, Lenny.
Nice one, kid.
Glad to help. But I don't get it. I thought you said adults were supposed to handle their problems in a mature way.
Hey! What the hell are you doing down there?
I tried. It didn't work.
Start, lady!
Hug yours, Mr. Music. I'm not giving you a dime. Believe that guy? He plays Stairway to Heaven on a kazoo. Expects people to throw money at him, jackass.
Morning, sunshine.
The usual coffee and a muffin, or would you rather just chew someone's head off?
Hey, I've earned the right to bitch. You know, a window in my apartment's stuck open. I can't get my super to fix it. You know, I don't get it. The guy can lash a dozen coconuts into a raft, paddle his way to freedom, but apparently now it's too much effort to ride the elevator up to 3B and unjam my window. It's like a meat locker up there. It really stiffens up my back.
And what do you do for that?
I bungee jump. It fixes it right up.
Fine, not my problem. Okay, Jake, let's get back to this. Oh, here's an apartment for you. 2-bedroom, wood floors, nice view.
Well, the view's kind of a waste.
No, it's not. Oh, little wine, little Miles Davis, me and a date looking out at the city lights. Then I segue into the soulful blind guy. You know, baby, what I miss most isn't the daytime, it's the night. They don't make a better aphrodisiac.
Women actually fall for that?
They fall quickly and often.
Just look for your own apartment.
Oh, here you go, Jake. Here's someplace for you to live. Brand new complex just outside the city. Listen to this. Spacious accommodations, weight rooms, tennis courts. Oh, my mistake. Wait, it's a prison. Well, you know, that's good because I hate it when convicts get paroled and their backhands still need work.
And I suppose you think they should just be crammed into overcrowded hellholes. Becker, it's a known fact that treating prisoners humanely has made crime go down.
Oh, let me get my doctor bag and treat your bleeding heart. Yeah, for your information, crime is not down.
Oh, of course it is. You read about it every day in the paper. What's your problem? Can't you admit when you're wrong?
Becker?
Hey, shut up, will you? For your information, when I'm wrong, I freely admit it. My first 2 marriages, dead wrong.
Don't cut the light out.
Another time, I thought I was wrong. Turns out I wasn't. So I was wrong about that. I'd love to stay and set you straight, but I gotta go heal the sick.
Do you really heal the sick, or do you just harangue the disease out of the person like an exorcism?
No, as a matter of fact, I treat the disease with kindness and understanding so that it can come back into society and lead a productive life, robbing convenience stores for drug money. Have a nice day.
Oh, I hate it when he's like that.
What, smug?
No, breathing.
This is Larry. Larry rescues cats because saving is really important to him. And the zebra helped him save hundreds by comparing.
hating everybody. 6 weeks on days, 6 weeks on nights. I hadn't had a good night's sleep from that day to this. Night before last, I worked my way through every drop of bourbon I got in the house. I figure, why the hell should everybody else get to sleep if I can't? I went driving around shooting off my old carbine. I did that, and you can hang me for it. But I did not kill Miss Sunny Mims. No, sir. I wasn't even out last night.
Jameson, put this prisoner in the cell.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I believe him.
Well, then you're a lot more innocent than the hotshot city detective ought to be. You spend a little more time studying people instead of complaining about the gadgets and the gizmos we haven't got around here. You might make a good cop.
I am a good cop. And one of the reasons is I've got good instincts. And they're all saying Sonny Mims.
Listen, let me tell you something about Sonny Mims. He's been a close and warm personal friend of mine for 35 years, and you're wrong about him. You hear me? You're wrong. I watched him cry when his only child died. His wife couldn't handle it, took to the bottle. And he took in her 4 relations, one after the other. Now, that's a decent man. And I don't want you to intrude on his grief.
If Sonny Mims...
Virgil, you are not hearing me. Virgil, I'm telling you to leave the man alone. Leave him alone.
Open your eyes, Gillespie. Mims is that tarantula he's got living out there. Have the oldest motive there is for murder. Joe Ed Thaxton just gave him a convenient cover. They arrested Joe Ed Thaxton.
Who?
Look,
What's this?
Gilmore gave me one of his crazy tickets. He saw me. He saw me tearing down Railroad Street shooting off that gun.
He's a moron, Sonny.
Well, I know that. But sooner or later, he's going to put it together.
Gilmore Hodges has shredded cabbage for brains. Who's going to listen to him?
He makes copies of these things, you know, and he turns them into the police station every Friday.
And every Friday, Parker Williams tosses them in the trash without even looking at them.
How do you know that?
I told you Bubba Skinner was a good choice. Don't stop, Sonny.
If Bill Gillespie's in his office, he makes a point of going over the tickets and thanking Gilmore. Did Bubba tell you that, too?
Bill's your best friend.
Oh, for God's sake, Pauline, he's not going to cover me for murder!
Then we'd better do something about Gilmore.
Like what?
What would you suggest?
Well, I guess I could get his ticket book away from him without him knowing it. How hard could that be?
Can you get his brain away from him, too?
I thought you just said he didn't have one.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life wondering whether or not Gilmore Hodges is ever going to get his mind and his mouth working at the same time?
We don't have much choice about that. Short of killing him, too. Oh, Pauline. Oh, no.
We don't have any choice, honey. Gilmore's as much in our way as Lady Margaret ever was. If we can't be together, what's the point? Isn't it worth it?
I was worried when you didn't call, honey.
I was just driving around trying to cool off.
Like dinner? Do you want me to make you a sandwich?
No, this is all right.
You know Mary Johnson?
Yeah, she and Mama were friends.
You know what she said to me today, and I quote Virgil. Honey, we have white churches and black churches, and we even got integrated churches. But I haven't seen you and Virgil in one since you set foot in Sparta. Now, you maybe don't know no better, but Virgil does. People go to church down here, Virgil. It's a big deal. Now, you knew that, and you could have told me. How am I supposed to know about these things if you don't tell me?
Al, do you think I'm an unreasonable person?
Single-minded, maybe.
But not unreasonable. Maybe Mims didn't kill his wife. I'm willing to entertain that notion. But I also have to entertain the possibility that maybe he did. What's so difficult to understand about that? See, problem is, Mims is one of Gillespie's best friends. If I go after him, the chief will have my head on a platter.
Sometimes I think he may have to beat me to it. Virgil, we're going to church on Sunday. You heard me.
What do you want?
Is this him coming?
I can't do it.
All right, Sonny, then I'll do it. If there's anything I wouldn't do to be with you. We're this close to having what we want, what we deserve. I love you.
Pauline, I can't do it. Damn! Damn!
Nobody dreams in conventional thinking. It didn't get us to the moon. It doesn't ring the bell on Wall Street or disrupt the status quo. T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help you realize new possibilities on America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network. Plus customer experience that finds solutions in the moment and first-class benefits like 5G with every plan. Network, support, and value without any trade-offs. That's T-Mobile for Business.
Can't read who it's from.
Detective? Telegram. That was quick.
Well, glad to see my men so active. And so handy with tools.
Chief. From the Mississippi Crime Lab. You're probably going to tell me that all this means is that Joey Thaxton has more than one gun.
No, I got something more interesting to tell you.
Chief, the slug I dug out of that tree and the one Dr. Bridges took out of Lady Margaret were not fired from the same gun.
Yeah, I'm talking about a lady named Bethel Hurley.
Chief, this proves...
I know what it proves. I know it already. See, Bethel Hurley is a nurse supervisor at the hospital, and she lives next door to Joed Thaxton, so I paid her a call. Crime, she got home at 5 a.m. in the morning, and she saw Joed Thaxton moving around in his living room. So, the time Lady Margaret was murdered, Joed was in his own house 6 miles away.
Well, then, your nurse speaks as loud as this telegram. Chief, that was the hospital. They got Gilmore out there. Somebody ran him down early this morning.
Where was this?
Out on Railroad Street. He was riding his regular paper route.
No, you can blow the camera.
Now, who called this in?
That gentleman right over there.
Well, Clyde.
Chief.
What are you doing? All right. Yeah, this Detective Virgil Tibbs, Clyde Perry.
How do you do?
Sit down, Clyde. Sit down. Now, tell me what happened.
Well, I have Miss Harrison's garden on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I was on my way over there, and I saw this white boy all crumpled by the roadside.
What'd you do then?
Looked to see if he was dead. He wasn't. So I went on to see Miss Harrison and have her call an ambulance. Then I came down and met the ambulance.
But why are you still here, sir?
Teddy bear.
Well,
Get off me.
ain't nobody else around to sit and wait. Didn't seem right to leave.
Yeah. Thank you, Clyde. You did good.
These are Gilmore's things he had on him. I need you to sign for him.
Well, when am I going to be able to see the doctor?
He's busy now, though, sir. He said he'd call you and give you more details as soon as he gets time.
Thank you, Lita.
Gilmore's had a bad accident.
Sorry, Chief. I've been to the scene. I'd say there was no accident.
Yeah,
I just heard about Gilmore Hodges. What the hell happened?
Somebody ran him down.
Oh, no. Why in the world anybody want to run down poor old Gilmore?
He was trying to tell us something, but we were all too smart to listen. Maybe he knew more than we gave him credit for.
Like what?
Like who did it?
You got that?
You cleared Thaxton, right? We don't have a scapegoat anymore. That leaves us with family.
Now, you want to get back to Sonny Mims, don't you? Now, listen, I want to talk a little bit about Pauline McLean. Now, Bubba, I know this is hard, but you're going to have to take it. Pauline is a woman who knows where the butter is. Now, maybe she's trying to take over everything her cousin had, including Sonny. Maybe Lady Margaret was standing in the way of all Pauline wanted.
Maybe she was in Sonny's way, too.
Now, Chief, I can't stand here and listen to this.
No.
Oh, turn it out. Jesus.
Chief.
Gilmore's a little ticket.
Chloe, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I don't think you ought to stay here anymore. It just doesn't look right.
Papa, I can't just leave Sonny high and dry at a time like this. What kind of person would I be?
Are you going back to Tupelo after the funeral?
Why, Bubba Skinner, it sounds like you're trying to get rid of me.
Better than that.
Well, I thought I did.
I just think it might be a good idea if you go on home for a while.
Why is that?
I can't tell you. You're just going to have to trust me on this one. All right, now you got to listen to me. Pauline, they think Sonny did it. And the chief thinks you make a pretty good suspect yourself.
That's just ridiculous.
I know that.
What could they possibly have on Sonny?
I don't know. The Virgil's talking about evidence, hard evidence.
Like what?
Come on. Get out here. I knew I'd find you here.
Chief.
What'd you tell him?
No, I swear I just paid a consolation call. That's all.
I want to fire you on the spot. I want to tell you something. If you messed up this investigation, I'm going to bring you up on charges.
I haven't, I swear.
Go on back to the station and you wait there.
Where the hell have you been? I called you over an hour ago.
I just couldn't run out and leave. So what? What's the panic?
Well, that black detective is closing in on you.
Oh, I suppose you heard that from your friend.
Yeah, from Bubba Skinner. And you better be damn glad I've got him interested, or we'd be sitting here thinking everything was just as bright as rain, and all the time that Virgil Tibbs was down there getting the cell ready.
What could he possibly have?
The rifle! I told you, you should have gotten rid of it.
They don't have it.
You
sitting down there at the store along with about 2 dozen others. Safer to keep it there.
Now if they get a search warrant, test fire every gun in your store, get rid of it.
How?
God, can't you figure anything out on your own? It's clear. Come on, come on.
I'll take that rifle, Sonny. I just couldn't take it anymore, Bill.
No, didn't tell me about it. Keep it to yourself till you see a lawyer.
Sonny threatened me. Baba, he made me lie. You gotta help me.
I told everybody they were wrong about you. They weren't. You all killed her, Pauline.
The sad truth is, we really did believe in you, Miss Slade. I mean, we used him to set you up. The only reason he went along with it in the first place was so he could prove us wrong.
You tricked us into going for the gun, didn't you, Bill?
Uh-huh. We didn't have enough on.
You've had nothing.
Well, we had this. Gilmore's a little slow, but he sure keeps good records. Now, y'all better hope he pulls through this.
I'm sorry, Bill.
I'm sorry for Margaret. You did very well, Bubba. And you did right.
Yeah.
You were right. I was wrong. I don't believe I've ever been more wrong.
The Certificate of Merit is the highest honor that the city of Sparta can bestow on anybody. And it's always a great pleasure to me to present it to a truly worthy recipient.
Thank you. And also, from this moment, right now, Gilmore Hodges is appointed honorary sergeant in the Sparta Police Department.
Kind of makes you feel like singing, doesn't it?
What?
A little gospel music. We're going to church, Virgil.
Nobody dreams in conventional thinking. It didn't get us to the moon. It doesn't ring the bell on Wall Street or disrupt the status quo. T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help you realize new possibilities on America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network. Plus customer experience that finds solutions in the moment and first-class benefits like 5G with every plan. Network, support, and value without any trade-offs. That's T-Mobile for Business.
In the heat of the night, I've got trouble all the while. In the heat of the night, must be an ending to it all. Oh, but hold on, it won't be long if you be strong and it'll be alright. In the heat of
License number?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, you see what I did? He was doing 78. Now when a vehicle is within range, I press this button.
Virgil. I read the manual.
And now you're getting a practical demonstration. This was not my idea. I don't like this any more than you do.
You know, me and one of the boys used to have something like this.
Something like this?
Yeah.
Something like this is right out of a vintage comic strip.
What are you talking about?
We're actually sitting here waiting for a moonshiner to turn up.
Alleged moonshiner. There, right there. License registration.
What the hell for? You know who I am. You know whose van this is.
I know you're going too damn fast. Come on, give it up.
You wasn't behind me, Bubba. You don't know how fast I was going. Just your word against mine.
You were doing 70. Explain this to him.
Stand there and let him talk to you like that? The word's out on you, boy. They say you just spoiled it for a white man to show you your place. Well, I think it's gonna be me right here and right now.
Hold on, knothead.
Let him go, Bubba. Let's see if his muscles are as big as his mouth.
First of all, I think you'd probably take you. Second, I'd have to write you up for assault on a police officer instead of just speeding. Think about it.
Oh, Bubba. Can't give me a ticket. One more of them things and falsify my butt for sure, and you know it.
What about that?
Ticket me when my mama and your mama had the same great granddaddy.
Well, where old great granddaddy is now, I don't think you're gonna care a bit.
Daddy opened one eye. He looked at that doctor and he said, "It shows you how much you know." As much as I do, don't you, Chief?
Sure do, Evie. And I'm going to miss y'all when you go to Atlanta.
Oh, that ain't all that far.
Don't take away.
It's the city life that suits Evie.
What doesn't suit you, Andy?
Well, I just meant.
What, Andy? We're all hanging on your every word.
Evie. Daddy was the finest man I ever knew.
Thank you, Councilman. He thought of you a lot, too.
Mrs. Summers,
Mr. Hayes,
I'm sorry about your father.
thank you. This is my husband, Andy. And this is Bill Gillespie, our chief of police.
Sir, thank you. Fine, then.
And this is Councilman Morgan. Wants to buy my daddy's newspaper just as much as you do. Or so he says. Though his offer doesn't quite reflect the winning spirit. Mr.
Mr. Hayes is Vice President of Development for the Nordstrand Group.
This explains why you were traipsing up to New York while your daddy was in his final days.
I was at my father's request. Daddy was more interested in who would get his newspaper than he was in who was here watching him die. Andy, would you see to things here for a minute? There are a few minor ambiguities in the Nordstrand offer I'd like to clear up before tomorrow's meeting.
David. Jump in.
And I want some assurance from Nordstrander that the newspaper won't be sold off the next time you need liquid assets.
You are beautiful, Mrs. Summers.
So are you.
There's the car. License plate match from last night? Told you that car'd be here. I'll be from uptown.
Well, then, if you don't mind my asking, Mr. Hayes, how long you expect to be in Sparta?
Just long enough to buy the newspaper.
Oh, well, then, you're pretty confident about making that deal, are you?
Well, Tyler Morgan can't outbid Nordstrand. He knows it. Mrs. Summers knows it. And I might add, she's making the most of it.
Oh?
Tough negotiator.
Oh, well, that I don't doubt.
Your car? Yes. Your ticket. Gotta watch your radar guns.
Now, listen, I didn't say you shouldn't have given that man a ticket.
I know exactly what you said. If somebody had told me what this job would be, I'd have thought twice before taking it. Nobody said anything about pulling traffic duty.
You did not pull traffic duties. You were out there trying to apprehend the purveyor of illegal alcoholic beverage.
You can't even bring yourself to call it what it is. Moonshine. We're after a moonshine.
Alleged moonshiner.
Oh, Bubba, shut up, will you?
Eric Hayes was doing 78 on the River Road last night. We clocked him with the radar gun and got his plates.
You wasn't listening to me. I didn't say the man didn't deserve a ticket. I just said you shouldn't have served it to him at Jefferson Howell's funeral party. Reception, whatever the hell that was.
Detective Tibbs outranks me. He ordered me to write him up. What was I supposed to do?
Bubba, why couldn't you show a little respect? What are you doing at Howell's anyhow?
Since we couldn't pursue him last night, seemed like a good place to look.
Why a good place to look at funeral reception?
Chief Lewis from Natchez is on the phone.
Yeah, all right. Sometimes I get so tired. Yep. Yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, it might interest you to know that I got a phone call similar to this from Chief Mahoney over in Clarksdale just yesterday. He laughed so hard he like to die. Same thing. Here's my suggestion. Why don't you two boys get on the telephone and entertain each other? Let me get back to work. Now, you know what that was all about? He says to me, I hear you got a moonshine over there. What's a moonshine look like? Now, Mace Trap now is not going to make the Sparta Police Department a laughingstock of Mississippi law enforcement. Bubba?
Mm-hmm.
That man is your kin.
Ain't nobody gonna let me forget it.
Well, you help us out here, can you?
We searched his van twice, didn't find nothing either time.
Well, what about this not working out? Where's he go? Where's he hang out?
Out at Bell Clay Tavern, mostly.
Bell Clay? Why?
He likes good catfish.
Oh. I hope you like it. You don't? I'm going to work. Dig it. can't believe I married a woman who has never tasted a hush of it.
That's good.
We're not here just for catfish.
You mean this isn't a social occasion?
Not strictly, no.
What is it, strictly? Did you take me on some kind of stakeout?
Thea, just eat. Act natural.
I am acting natural. I told you not to order me catfish. I won't eat it.
What are you talking about? What's wrong?
It's got whiskers. I don't eat any kind of fish that has whiskers.
Hey, it's 8 o'clock. All of you, short way to the bar.
Oh, is this what the stakeout's for? To prevent a lynching?
Come on, Thea. You get the same reaction back in Philly.
Nice, huh?
No opinion, Dollar. I'm not interested.
Her husband left this morning for Atlanta. Well, they got telephones in Atlanta. Man deserves to know what kind of food his wife is making out of him. Just watch how fast he gets back here.
This wasn't a good idea.
I have a right to eat and drink with anybody I please.
Audacious. Scotch and water for the lady, please. Save for me.
Who are we supposed to be watching?
He hasn't shown yet. He's trapped. Last of the moonshiners.
Moonshiners. Nowadays? Kidding.
Man's caught in some kind of time warp. See, I'm supposed to check his truck out while the chief buys him a drink.
Buys him a drink.
When I went to New York, never dreamed I'd find you. On that plane to come home was the hardest thing I ever did.
Evie, I want you to come back with me. I believe the gentleman wants to buy me another drink.
You ain't drinking no more, boy. Not in here. And not with her. I ain't about to watch this nigga drink with a white woman.
Stop it!
Damn, Bates, you can calm down. Now you have to tell the judge all about it. Yes.
Yeah, I hear you.
Calm down.
If I ever see you with a white woman again, boy, you're dead.
Ask yourself, does it spark joy?
It did, a long time ago.
Let it spark joy for someone new on Poshmark.
Spark an endless cycle of joy. Download the Poshmark app today.
Ask yourself, does it spark joy?
It did, for a lot of winners.
Then let it spark joy for someone new on Poshmark.
Spark an endless cycle of joy. Download the Poshmark app today.
Are you struggling to get a credit card? Download Self. Self helps you establish payment history by building towards your security deposit. Your payments are reported to all 3 credit bureaus while you pay into your account and work to become eligible for the card. And after a few months, you can gain access to your own Visa credit card. The best part is, you don't need a credit score to get started. Download the app today. It's a new way to get a credit card.
Looking for a way to stretch the dollar? With Insurified, you can cut your car insurance bill in half. Getting a deal on car insurance from Insurified is super easy, and all you need is a phone and a finger. Scroll through dozens of prices and tap to switch online. That's it. No phone calls and no wasted time. It's just like searching for a flight or hotel online. Enter your car information, and Insurified does the rest. Go to Insurified and save today.
Check if you're overpaying for car insurance. Go to Insurified.com.
Credit card debt is a heavy subject, and it's taking up more space in your life than it should. That's where Credit Karma comes in. Our free personalized payoff plan can help you shrink debt by recommending which cards to focus on first and how much to pay down each month. So that debt taking up space, our plan can shrink it until it's next to nothing. Like off into the wind kind of nothing. From free credit scores to credit card payoff plans and everything in between. Credit Karma. Download the app today.
Yes. Councilman, something I can do for you?
Yes. You can listen to what I have to say and guide yourself accordingly. I mean to have that newspaper. Whatever it takes, I mean to have it.
Well, what you want and what you get are two different things, Councilman. This is business.
To you, this is business. To Sparta, this is our newspaper, our voice, our traditions. If you win, we lose. That's your problem here. Everyone in Sparta is against you.
Well, Councilman, you certainly know how to make a stranger in town feel welcome. Now, is that all?
Not by a long shot, it isn't.
Councilman. Another ticket? I'm not here as a cop. Some coffee, then. Sorry. I'm not sure you understand how high feelings can run down here. Well, I've just been told, in case I didn't notice. It has to do with northern corporations and southern sensibilities. We're not planning on turning the newspaper into Pravda, you know. I know that. They don't. What I'm saying is it might be easier if you were less high profile. What I'm saying is you're not in New York City. I know I'm not in New York. And I promise you I will leave as soon as possible. Let me ask you something, Mr. Tibbs. What the hell are you doing in Sparta, Mississippi? I was born here. Try to tone it down some. Will you, Hayes? Excuse me.
Messages. Yeah. The top one's from Tolliver Morgan. So there's a couple more in there. He sure seems anxious to talk to you, Chief. You know, I think it's probably about the paper. You know, he sure wants to buy that paper real bad. There's something to be said, though, about keeping the Herald Sparta owned and operated, sort of in the family, you might say.
You still working for this department, or are you looking for a city editor?
Well, I was just trying to...
Upset. Now, Junior, you and Jameson, you stay around here and you keep your eye on the things. Because Virgil, Bubba, and I, we're going out to Black Hawk Park.
No, hold on a minute, Chief.
You looking for Mason still?
Yeah?
Chief, I hate to pull rank.
I hate to see you try.
Chief, I'm not going out to Black Hawk Forest. There's nothing out there but mosquitoes.
That's why it's a good place to hide still, Virgil.
I'm not going with you. I'm chief of detectives.
And we are trying to detect a moonshine. Okay? That's where you fit in. I'm the chief of police. I think it's a good idea is where I fit in. And Bubba's got some inside information is where he fits in. See how it all fits in together. You just change your clothes. Come on.
There's the usual uneasiness and outsiders coming in, but no serious opposition. Except this guy Morgan. I think if we just up the ante a few bucks, you'll fold. I may not have the final figure before the end of the week. Since Mrs. Summers is one hell of a negotiator who knows exactly what she wants. Bottom line? Let's close it. All right. I'll touch base tomorrow.
You're so right, Mr. Hayes. Mrs. Summers does know exactly what she wants. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. Is that where he hit you?
You better, okay?
People like him one of the reasons I'm glad to be leaving Sparta.
You know, Sparta doesn't have a lock on stupidity. There are people like him everywhere. Even in New York City.
I can't wait, New York. With you.
Why?
What are you doing?
Calling the police.
Don't. The guy's stupid. He's mean. And he's a coward. That's a bad combination. Be out of here in a few days. Don't make it worse.
He said east of Raleigh Junction, but how far east?
Oh, he couldn't remember.
You're right, Chief. When you get inside information like this, it's best to move on it.
Who is this man, your great uncle Gillis?
No. This is cousin Bob Allen, great uncle Gillis in a home, see? You don't know his elbow from his knee, much less what his steel used to.
I don't believe this. We're out here catching yellow fever or some damn thing, trying to put a moonshiner out of business. Don't you think one of us ought to be concentrating our efforts on keeping Eric Hayes healthy while he's here in Sparta?
Don't you see that's what I'm trying to do, Virgil? I'm trying to find that still so as I can lock up Mace Trotnell.
You could have done that after you attacked Eric Hayes in that tavern.
Oh, I couldn't. If I'd locked him up going after Hayes, I'd have made a hero out of every blockhead in town. Lock him up with moonshine, that's a whole other thing. You're not the only one that wants Mr. Hayes to have a nice, safe stay in Sparta.
Well, then Mace Trotnell your only problem.
No, I'm thinking about Tolliver Morgan, too. But I can't lock him up for greed, can I? And even if I could, the magistrate would have him out in a couple hours anyhow.
Well, what about Andy Summers?
Oh, I'm thinking about him, too.
How you think he's taking it?
Well, how do you think?
I'm sorry, Andy. I did not mean for this to happen.
Deanna's being delivered on Tuesday. Need to be back in Atlanta by then.
Did you hear what I said?
The landscaper. Lydia wants to talk to you.
You cannot ignore this. You have got to listen. Well, then stop pretending you didn't. I want a divorce. Please. Please, Andy. Please don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. You know I'm fond of you.
Fond of me? Is that why you married me? Because you're fond of me? Yeah, because I love you. When I think that he touched you and he took you to his bed.
He did not force me, Andy. I wanted it as much as he. I love you.
Shut up!
I am going to marry him, Andy. Now that is the way it is.
No, that's not the way it is! You've always had everything you wanted. Daddy could never say no to little Evie. Andy could never say no. Well, I'm saying it now, damn it. No! Divorce.
I'm going with him, Andy. I'm selling the paper, and I'm going to New York. You can't stop me.
I think so. You are not running off with that man. You are not leaving me. And if you try, I swear before God I'll kill you both.
He meant it, Eric. He will follow us. He doesn't care what happens to him. He said so. He would rather see us dead than to see us together. can't lose you now, Eric. I can't.
Keeping an eye on me, Chief?
No, I was just checking on Mr. Hayes, making sure he's tucked in safe for the night.
We were just...
Now listen, that, whatever it is none of my business. Though I have known you since you were little. It's awful stuff. You got your mind set on something, nobody can stop you. Even your daddy couldn't stop you, so I can't.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, I sure hope so. Because I'm fond of you. And I'd hate seeing you get hurt. Night.
Spartan Police. What? Yeah, I'm listening. Say that again. Newspaper playing.
What's going on?
Gunshots at the newspaper.
Well, who called that in?
They hung up on me before I could get their name.
Virgil, let's go, Al. Get us some backup. Virgil!
In the heat of the night.
It's so easy to sell on Poshmark. You just pick out your item, snap a couple of photos, and boom, it's up for sale. When I look at my old clothes now, I see dollar signs. Just this month, I've made a couple $100 on Poshmark just selling items out of my closet.
Download the free Poshmark app now. Kids grow so fast, and so it's hard for me to spend money on something when I know they might grow out of it in 6 months. But because of Poshmark, I'm able to buy and sell and keep their closets fresh.
Get $5 off your first order. Download the free Poshmark app now and use offer code LOVEPOSH.
Are you struggling to get a credit card? Download Self. Self helps you establish payment history by building towards your security deposit. Your payments are reported to all 3 credit bureaus while you pay into your account and work to become eligible for the card. And after a few months, you can gain access to your own Visa credit card. The best part is, you don't need a credit score to get started. Download the app today. It's a new way to get a credit card.
Well, when you find Dr. Bridges, you tell him I want an autopsy report on my desk the first thing in the morning. I don't care what time it is. You tell him to work all night, then he can cancel his patients and sleep for the rest of the day. Now, Junior, run around the building and find out what doors you can get in and out at this time of night. Bubba, we're looking for a weapon. So search that first room top to bottom.
Chief.
Yeah.
Shot at close range. Signs of a struggle. No weapon.
Well, that kind of leads you to believe it wasn't suicide, huh?
Chief.
Yeah. What do you got here, tire tracks?
Yeah, this one here is big enough for a truck tire.
On base shrapnel's man. Skid marks where he pulled out.
Well, killing the man will sure hurry you along. Okay, Jameson, I want you to take pictures of those tracks before they dry up.
Yes, sir.
Well, are you ready? I'm never ready for this part.
Oh my God, no. I'm all right.
Did you see Eric Hayes tonight, Mrs. Summers?
He came by to pick up the keys to the plant.
So you decided to take his offer, did you?
That's right. And why wouldn't she? Oliver Morgan's offer never came anywhere near the North Strand of bid.
Why did Hayes go out to the plant tonight, Mrs. Summers?
He didn't say. Maybe he went out for one last look around.
And nobody offered to go with him?
We didn't. But it looks like someone went with him. Or met with him. Who I don't know. Maybe we'll never know.
I hate this town. I hate it. And come to Sparta.
Sparta didn't kill him, maybe. We'll find out who did.
Stay in New York.
Well, he didn't. Gentlemen, as you can see, my wife's upset.
No more questions, Mr. Summers. Did you see Mace Trapman since that night at the Belle Glade Tavern?
Yes.
Where'd you see him, maybe?
I was in the inn, going over some papers. Mr. Hayes, we heard a crash outside. It was Mace Trapnell, making the windows in Eric's car with a crowbar.
Why didn't you call us?
I didn't want to. He said he didn't want to inflame the situation.
Didn't he do anything about it at all?
He went outside, of course, and Mace took off when he saw him.
Have you seen him since then? Yeah. Mace, that is.
Mace, you in the house?
Nobody comes to my house unless I invite them in. You ain't invited.
You can't go against an order of the court.
The hell I can.
Now, Mace, we're going to take plastic cast at the tires of that truck, and we are coming in that house.
Well, then you better bring in the National Guard.
Mace, what is the matter with you? Why do it the hard way? Oh, I can arrest you, and then we search your house anyhow.
Now you touch me, Bubba, I'm going to take your feet off at the knees.
You always got to do things the hard way, don't
I'm
you?
telling you, Bubba. Oh.
Try to cooperate more, Mace. You don't say there's a lot of wear and tear. right.
Where were you last night?
Oh, and answer the question. Where were you?
Ain't none of your damn business. Don't touch my guns, I'm keen. Nobody touches my guns.
Just two 12 gauge, 9mm and a 180.
Smash you upside the head with this.
All right. What we got here?
12 gauges, a couple of 223s and a 9mm.
Uh-huh. You know something makes you pitiful. You're really pitiful.
How am I going to defend myself? From what? Who you expecting? An assault team? How long you think it'll take to testify 622 guns?
What are you talking about? It's only 14 guns.
Only 14. Who needs 14 guns?
A gun nut. You may not approve, but we got quite a few of them around here.
The kind of nut who go homicidal seeing Eric Hayes with Evie Summers?
Well, don't get ahead of yourself, Virgil. We don't know he did it.
What?
I said we don't know. I admit he makes a hell of a good suspect, but then we got one or two others. For instance, Oliver Morgan.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of uncontrollable passion in big business, Chief. You think he'd murder a man to get control of a newspaper? Come on.
Snake is a snake, whether he's hiding behind a $60 tie or 14-gun arsenal.
We just got a report on those tire tracks out at the plant. It was Mesa's van.
All right, don't say anything. Don't say anything. All right, Bubba, go bring him in.
Somebody.
All ready, Miss Wrights?
Already more than that.
Now, Mace, we know you over that newspaper plant.
Yeah.
What were you doing over there?
I got a phone call. Told me Mr. Morgan might take it kindly if I was to go by the plant and have a little talk with Mr. New York City.
Who made that phone call?
I don't know.
You're ready to go kill a man because you get a phone call from somebody you don't even know?
Well, Virgil, we got one of those phone calls too, remember?
Right. Bubba, you happen to mention to your cousin that we got that call?
I don't violate police security, kid. I'm no kid.
All right. Got trouble enough. Got you all getting them.
Just finished the ballistics test.
Yeah, what?
Fired all of Mace's guns. Not one match is allowed to kill Mr. Hayes.
Ask yourself, does it spark joy?
It did, a long time ago.
Let it spark joy for someone new on Poshmark.
Spark an endless cycle of joy. Download the Poshmark app today.
Ask yourself, does it spark joy?
It did, for a lot of winners.
Then let it spark joy for someone new on Poshmark.
Spark an endless cycle of joy. Download the Poshmark app today.
Are you struggling to get a credit card? Download Self. Self helps you establish payment history by building towards your security deposit. Your payments are reported to all 3 credit bureaus while you pay into your account and work to become eligible for the card. And after a few months, you can gain access to your own Visa credit card. The best part is, you don't need a credit score to get started. Download the app today. It's a new way to get a credit card.
Yeah. What'd I do? That was nice to see you get on Hattie Kiss.
Sorry.
Didn't leave much room for me.
I was just trying to find something to take my mind off.
Virgil, are you happy living here?
You're not?
I didn't say that. There's some wonderful things about Sparta. I mean, I could get used to the tree-lined streets, people who have time to stop and talk to you, not having to breathe air that weighs more than I do. I think about raising kids here.
What?
But a man was killed because he had a drink with a white woman. Virgil, you had a lot of homicides in Philadelphia, but did you ever have a case where the motive was just so meaningless?
Maybe most of them. But we don't know what the motive was for killing our kid.
Oh, come on, Virgil.
Althea, it wasn't just a white woman. It was a married woman.
Oh, I see. Would this town turn homicidal if I decide to go out and have a drink with Bubba Skinner?
I should know, but you probably would.
It isn't funny, Virgil.
No, it's not. But it's ridiculous to blame a whole town for the act of one person. But what do you want? You want to move back to Philadelphia? You want to raise kids there?
Sometimes I forget there are mace trapnels in Philadelphia.
Mace shrapnel is everywhere. I think there's a factory somewhere that churns them out. Besides, my case against him fell apart. I have to start the whole thing over.
Well, we haven't got any weapons, we haven't got any prints. All we got is too many people motives.
But what about a gunpowder residue test on all those people with all those motives?
Now?
Well, we could send to the Mississippi Crime Lab for a quick analysis. You know, one of those neutron activator kits.
What is it?
It's a test that shows who's fired a gun in the last couple of days, and we know he was shot at close range.
I fired a gun in the last couple of days.
I think it's a good idea.
Well, I imagine you would, being it's your idea. But who's going to ask people like Andy Summers and Constable Tyler Morgan to put themselves through that?
I will. Just a few more moments, Councilman.
I told you I had nothing to do with Eric Hayes' death. When you get the results of this test back, I trust that'll be the end of it.
If you test negative.
I will.
That'll be all, Councilman.
Eric Hayes had no business in Sparta. The newspaper is a community affair. He was an outsider with no knowledge of our traditions. His regrettable tragedy holds a lesson for all of us.
Notice the others didn't make speeches.
What if they all test negative? Where does that put you?
It puts us back where we started.
Well, you know, even if Mace tests positive, it still doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Probably can't get to sleep at night unless he's done some good old boy shooting during the day.
He's gonna duck up.
And yet, almost as if somebody warned him.
That's two, Mr. Tibbs.
All right. Let's not get off the track here. Like testing Mace. There's one other person that may be losing sight of, but I'd like to rectify that.
I thought you arrested Mace Trapnell. I thought you couldn't find a better suspect.
Sometimes a good suspect also makes a good scapegoat.